24 years old Mexican, been single for 3 years, and I enjoy well done steaks with ketchup. Do your worst. Roastme Mexicano. Too bad Twitch can't gift you a girlfriend. This guy looks like he spent $2K on MapleStory. Apart from the steak, you haven't done anything else well in life. Typical Terror 3 Pokey sub. Single, virgin. Likes steak well done. Your dad would be disappointed. He's such a Pokey lover, he would live with her if he could. And he does. This man is roommates with Pokey. Just looking at you, I wouldn't understand why you'd be single for 3 years. Then I watched your content. You sure you are on the good Reddit page? I think you belong on r/dating_advice. Are you really so starved for content that you've come to r/roastme? Looks like we are starting to hit rock bottom. Your hairline has gone further than your relationship with Pokey. Enjoying ketchup on your hair too? Barber, what'll it be? Op, ever tried Mexican candy? Barber, say less. You look like that frat boy wannabe who is too old for college, isn't actually in college and is clinging to that lifestyle. Gets drunk and throws parties all the time but is empty inside because no one likes well done steaks. Recent film graduate, current dog walker. Get at me. Walking by yourself isn't a talent. The dog walks her cause she has no sense of direction. Hence the film degree. Aren't you a bit underqualified to be a dog walker? God, what will we do with this dented female head and the spare 12-year-old boy's body? Stick them together and put the burnt mop on top for hair. Never seen someone with the eyes of a woman, jawline of a man and body of a 10-year-old. You look like Mark Cuban in drag. As a film grad, you'll also be a future dog walker. I'm 100% convinced you have that same unenthusiastic face while giving low-tier head. You look like the one Jonas brother that the rest of the family try not to talk about. Talk about a face for radio. You have the jawline of a 1930s bare-knuckle boxer. Have at it. All that fancy getup is an excellent way to distract from the fact that you're a man with birthing hips. Looks like a manatee, a cow pie and a hipster had a threesome and a subsequent love child. For my next trick I'll need a female volunteer, a taser, a van, a rope, and a 30-minute head start. Abracadabra, alakazam. I got cookies and candy, come get in my van. I'm not sure what is more upsetting to me, that you spend so much time on your mustache, or that you don't spend any time at all on the rest of your hair. Facial hair is not a personality. Neither are rings. You look like an autistic kid's imaginary friend. Let me guess, those are championship rings for hot air balloon racing. This guy corners you at parties to show you his balloon animal skills. Deep-throating snakes is his specialty. You look like a cheap magician. Why do I get the feeling you're wearing a pair of sandals and 10-toe rings? If I'm trying so hard to be cool was a person, this guy is the Walmart version of that person. Post alone. Mid-30s engineer. Even though my wife forgot my birthday yesterday, I've outgrown the insecurities of my 20s. Remind me why I was so insecure. The most believable statement in your bio is that you cut your own hair. You turned 30 for the 10th time. Hey, don't be so hard on your wife, she's got a lot of boyfriends' birthdays to remember. Don't be so hard on your wife. Probably not an issue. Not sure how he expects Adele to remember anything in the first place. If cul-de-sac were a person, it would look like you. You're like Toby from The Office but somehow worse. I'm not so sure your wife is aware of your marriage. You look like undercooked rye. You have the personality of the textures of a tuna sandwich. You smell like oatmeal and morning jogs. I highly doubt you've outgrown your insecurities. Who put your ears on upside down? My first post got removed for my title, Do Your Worst. I was gonna post a joke that would knock your tits off but I can see you already know it. That's a guy. I didn't know Gilbert Gottfried has a daughter that looks slightly more annoying and has a smaller chest. That moment when you unclick a button to show cleavage but there still isn't any. With those eyes you can't even read our comments. Not sure if you're really stoned or part Asian? Could blindfold you with a piece of spaghetti. I wonder what's more plain and uninteresting, your life or your chest. Well, if it ain't our old friend, Squinty McPancake Tits. Morty could experience true perfect level with that chest. You look Chinese. Not white or Chinese. Middle Eastern from both sides. Definition, Chinese, the language spoken by a whining child or sometimes, adults. pH 11. Okay, who gave a brat style a cell phone? The bigger the hoops, the bigger the hoe. This weeb is ready for your crucifixion. Nice hair, I bet guys love to use it as a handle. How far away do you have to stay from daycares and schools? You fake smile like an effeminate southern male flight attendant when he says beverage sewer? A face only a waifu could love. A face only a pillow waifu could love. Your wrinkles are looking like Great Canyon. Whole look about you screams power bottom. Nothing in this picture implies power. He just cries and takes it cause it the only acceptance he'll ever feel. You look like a smudged painting. You look like Getty sold stock images. Even Facetune can't get rid of that horrible black head on your lower lip. You're a walking cry for help. You look like a version of Billy Bob Thornton that is no longer allowed to be a mall Santa. Just moved to New York from the South. Smart, lots of bridges you can live under in NYC. But she might scare the damn trolls. Bad move, in the South you're a 8. In New York you're a 0.8. I can tell you're Southern, you look more inbred than a sandwich. You can take a girl out of the South, but you can't take all of the dudes in the South out of the girl. What are you going to do now that your cousin doesn't have first dibs? If Alabama was a person. I can't wait to eat me a Yankee squirrel. Kicked out of the Appalachians because you didn't even have a purty mouth. The sewers here sure are purty, ain't they pa? Somebody get Sloth from the Goonies a Baby Ruth. I just got back from the zoo but didn't see anything as wild as me. Visiting the zoo must be difficult when you have to remember which animals you're required to stay 500 feet away from. You look like a dad trying to get laid for the first time in 6 years. Too bad he'd have to get laid before he could be a dad. Nothing hurts me more than that curtain placement. Please just install actual curtains and not staple 2 comrags to the wall. Sir David Attenborough narrating. Oh, it looks like it spotted us. I think. Yes, as you can clearly see, this creature has mistaken us for a potential mate. This is clear proof of how lonely and desperate these beasts can become. Fortunately, as is often the case for males of his subspecies, he will be the end of his family line. Devastated by his service in the Korean War, Hawkeye turned to selling his body for heroin. Quagmire? Giggity giggity. So nice of your mom to let you borrow her robe. She can't let her baby boy get cold after his bath. Martin Shkreli during his wild years. Just got roasted on Discord by a 15-year-old, let's see who can do better. When your makeup is denser than your personality. She's obviously not dense. She's a construction major. She has enough foundation on that she's prepping for a skyscraper to be built on her face. You could get away with robbing a bank if you wash the makeup off afterwards. Sign says roast me. Face says come here. You could fall face first into a bucket of hydrochloric acid and it wouldn't even be enough to get past the first layer of eyeliner. Sets makeup gun to whore. Okay girls, I'm ready for my TikTok. Didn't you throw a chair at Dr. Phil or something? You look like the type of person who makes it painfully obvious you're a girl immediately in a game just to get attention. GamerGirl69 has joined. GamerGirl69, hi guys, any of you strong boys wanna help me do my dailies? Septum rings are a great way to distract people from your clever title. Takes screenshot from Teen Mom audition tape and posts on Reddit. Flo's little sister who's still salty about Backpage getting shut down. Never seen someone go for the upside down Nike tick look with their eyebrows. IT major, author, Hispanic. Do your worst. Hispanic author but looks like a Polish handjob girl. Hispanic when she goes for the handjob. You look like you're in a loveless relationship and you sell perfume at the local mall, and why the hell are all your fingers the same length? She ain't sexy and she knows it. You look about as authentic Hispanic as Taco Bell at 3 a.m. Only your roots say Hispanic, skin says puberty. If the phrase pay attention to me was a person. Author of what? A horoscope? Hispanic, like Lele Pons Hispanic? It must be annoying having to factor in your eyelids every time you weigh carry-on baggage. Taking a year of Spanish in middle school doesn't make you Hispanic. This picture was taken at 5 a.m. After the club, I was still wasted. If I look this good in that state, is it even possible to roast me? You still have some lipstick left on your lips, so it must have been a slow night, eh? Her lipstick looks so lumpy, like she's trying to cover up herpes sores or something. I can smell the insecurity from here after a night of not getting the attention you crave so desperately to feed your low self-esteem. That's why she's here. This is the chick that drinks Belvedere at the bar but bomans when she's paying. Who goes to book club at 5 a.m. I'm not sure what's worse. That Michael Jackson looking nose, the jawline that had me checking for an Adam's apple, your sad attempt at pushing those tiny tits up, The caked on eye makeup, the chipped up nail polish, or the fact that you think you look good in this picture. That picture has more filters than a cigarette factory. This picture was taken at 5 p.m. after work, in Walmart. Stop it. You obviously are wearing beer goggles and don't see the cracks in your self-esteem. Buying yourself drinks all night again? Do you have a paperclip in your ear, or were you tagged by scientists studying thoughts, and released back into the wild for observation? Thank you for watching. Please do not forget to hit the subscribe button and leave your comments.